It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Jets on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here for the start, folks, of another NFL season. We are ready to go. We hope you are. And we'll begin this one, Charles, with a couple of teams hoping to move on from a tough 2021 season. Both the Ravens and the Jets finishing last in their respective divisions a season ago.
And let's start with Baltimore, because even in a very tough AFC North, I think we were all surprised to see the Ravens finish 8-9, snapping a streak of 3 straight postseason appearances. That's for New York. We knew the rebuild was going to take a little bit of time, but I think the last 2 years they've drafted in a big-time way. And now the groundwork has been laid, and this could be an opening salvo for Gang Green to announce that they're back in playoff contention.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Right to the air is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State.
Ball has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now maybe they want want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He completes it to Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jackson, he's got a man, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try option left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, visit, bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that could bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they need.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, in the first half, I don't know that there's any risk, risk or reward for your risk here. I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rodgers again now. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they will start out in really great shape up close to midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Hall to start the drive. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And this has been a strange game to figure out. Negligible numbers in rushing. In fact, they're not even in double digits yet, but they've got a halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football, and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-8. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. The New York set to take the field. Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side complete to Carter. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis from 10 yards out. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Aaron Rodgers in his offense. Down by 9. A minute 52 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Holding offense.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
They can't beat him straight up. Let's go.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Davis. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Fourteen-yard line, 2nd and 11. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need, however possible.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dancing to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.